Welcome to another edition of CYM Saturdays. It's our last game of the season and we are up against our bogey team Queens Grads. Graduating from Queens must mean they're smart, but we have a few smart cookies in our team. Shanks and Morso both have a first, as in they are first to the bar when it opens, and I'm told that Davey has a PhD, which I think stands for Pretty Huge Dictionary, and here he is being awarded the Chronicle Goal of the Season from Dennis Nash. Well done Dictionary Dave. What a baller.
Oh yes. Does it mention about
No, it doesn't.
I'll bring it up, don't worry.
It says Chronicle Award 2017-2018. Goal of the season. You listen about David Wright, Carrowdore YMFC.
Thankfully Davey was changed before he got that award, because I don't think his head would have fitted in the changing rooms. Anyway, here's a team. Bum and Nets, a back line of Ronaldo, Fresh, Morso and Jason. Murph sticking to his only allowing one English guy in the starting lineup rule means Fresh starts ahead of English Mark, even after a bender in Ibiza. In midfield we have a start for Mr. Lee, Matty loved up to the dick corner, and Shanks. In attack Murph went for Dictionary Dave, who was on course for a second successive most goals scored trophy. Iron Coffee, who has been in excellent form of late, especially with his sarcastic bants, starts out wide, with Jake, who has also had a great season, on the other side. His inclusion means that Johnny Parker misses out, even though he tells me he played the greatest 7 minutes of football anybody has ever seen in the last game. On the bench we have an English Mark, who's not allowed to start for nationality reasons, Simpy, and Benedley, who will be looking to end his season as well as he started. And with that, let's get to it. Carrowdore started well and piled on the pressure. Davey Wright thought he would try and win goal of the season, even though he had literally just one goal of the season. Some patient play from the Carrowdore backline as they wait for an opening, stroking the ball about between themselves for a moment, before Bum spotted Jake in a slither of space. For such a small guy he jumps well, winning a great header to send Davey through on goal. His shot was easily saved though. Some nice play from our opponents now, who all seemed comfortable on the ball as they moved the ball up the pitch, stretching the CYM defense before getting a shot away. But Carrowdore come again with another header won by Jake. Matty Horner taking control of the ball and hitting a lovely pass toward Coffee in the wing. Coffee done well to turn his man inside out before getting the shot away, but the keeper was equal to it. Bum's kicking has been excellent since he joined the team, and here he nearly sets up Jake straight from a goal kick, but the keeper's Jean-Claude Van Damme impression was enough to put him off. They must study Jean-Claude Van Damme in detail at Queens. Here is another crazy scissor kick attempt. But for being intelligent guys, they didn't read Bum's second through ball to Jake straight from a goal kick. The teachings of Van Damme left the keeper this time though, and he had to improvise. When you miss chances like that, you just know that it's gonna bite you in the ass. And that's exactly what happened when Morso tried to kill the striker who had blazed through. It was a tire challenge. In fact, it was bloody awful. And now Queens had a great chance to go ahead in a game that until that point was pretty much one way. The striker making no mistake, 1-0 to Queens. With Carrowdore now chasing the game, they now left themselves a bit more open at the back. A lovely ball to set the striker up, who snatched at his effort, but the warning signs were there. Carrowdore come again, and this time with a free kick. Morso swung it in, and Jake, whose head is a magnet for the ball, hits the crossbar. Coffee unlucky with the rebound. Queens tried to break out, but at this stage Carrowdore were on top and broke into attack. Matty and Jake combining before angry Ryan Lee was released. His long range effort not far off, and should have been goal of the season. Davey must have filled his trunks. Mr. Lee was starting to get into the game, and after patient play from Ronaldo, Ryan chipped a great ball into Jake, who found some space and held the ball up. Once the support arrived, he found Ryan Lee bursting with anger, holding the ball up before wriggling his way past the defenders, like Jake wriggling his way into a girl's DMs. Another attack, and this time, it's Shanks with an excellent pass to find Iron Coffee, whose first touch was amazing, but for some reason he failed to hit the target, fooling everyone including the young spectator who thought he scored. Another excellent Morso set piece, and another chance missed. The Queen's keeper having a wonder game. Now it's time for the Queen's keeper to make a dick out of me, as I said he was having a wonder game. Here he is flapping about like a goldfish, completely missing the ball as it comes in. Queens didn't do much in the first half apart from score a goal and prevent Jake from having any kids in the future with a ball to the balance. But then midfielder did produce this tiny bit of skill that was eventually snuffed out by Matty. Jake, who now may never have children to pass his name to, attempted to make sure his name would stay in the minds of the Carrowdore faithful for years to come, starting up this move from deep. Davey showing good character as he got took out by the roots and then powered on upfield, finding Jake in the center, whose great bit of skill set the shot up. Before the whistle went, we had one more attack. Fresh unlucky with the header, but we finished the half 1-0 down. It's that time again where Simpy gives us a lesson in defending, in Simpy's school of defending. Lesson 2, 1v1s. The ball goes to the baldy bloke that's been ruining your game. Do you A. tackle him, or B. do some weird seductive dance shit until he gives you the ball? If you answered B, you are absolutely right. The knowledge of Simpy is powerful inside you. That was this week's Simpy's School of Defending. Queens started the second half as if they were losing, attacking with intent, and with the baldy guy providing fresh legs, they carved a dangerous chance. A deep ball played into our box. Bernardo failed to get to his man and let him swing one in. Luckily the striker's header was blocked by the defender, which took the sting out of it. Queens come again now as the striker finds space between our defenders. He turns neatly as our boys don't want to give away another penalty, but his shot is weak. Our opponents attack again here, and are playing like a different side this half. Bum doing well with the save. Good strength from the baldy guy with some lovely dribbling to help him get away from his man. I don't know why this guy didn't start the game, because he has lifted Queens. Morso does well to block the through ball. Carrowdore needed to get into the game again, and with some neat football they managed to do that. Some good play by Matty to keep the ball. They eventually found their way forward. A bit of luck that the ball fell to Jake, but he found Coffee with a great pass, who snapshot beat the keeper at his near post with a lovely finish. One each. Maybe that goal was against the run of play, but it gave the lads a platform to push on and try to get ahead in this game. But in the 3 years that we have been in this league, it has never been that easy against Queens. And baldy guy had other ideas as he won the ball and fed it forward. A bit of luck and a nice little 1-2 set the Queens man free, where he made no mistake with the finish. Merck is fuming. 2-1. So we are chasing again. Simply is in the way of the camera, but I perceive that Matty smoked the defender before opening up and curling a lovely effort at the post. Here's Cambiasso again, as he threads a ball into the striker. Well saved by Bum to keep us in the game. Queens get at us again in what is now a very open game. The midfielder gliding by defenders like a young Carlton Palmer, eventually being stopped by Jason Whiteside, but the danger was not clear, as the striker picked up the loose ball and curled an effort just wide. A long hoof up the pitch that was met by Simpy, who cleared it in a way that only he could, even having time to celebrate his defending. What a guy. Shanks, who dropped himself into defense cause he was wrecked, laid it off to Bum, who sent the striker back to class. Carrowdore began to get into dangerous areas again, another corner causing Queens problems, with the ball eventually finding Simpy, who had his effort saved well. Another attack now with Simpy taking the throw to Ryan Lee, who showed all the strength of his long-lost mentor, Bruce Lee, to hold the ball up, eventually finding space to pull out a cross which should have been banged into the net, but it wasn't. Another throw-in and another chance, this time a glancing header that just went wide. The CYM now bossing the play in search for an equalizer. Shanks showing good composure to feed the ball into Prash, who incidentally was now joined by his English friend Mark. His lumped ball into the area was cleared, but Ryan Lee was all over it like a rash, who took it down and played a lovely ball to English Mark before getting wrecked. English Mark showed great strength before slotting the ball home to make it 2 each. Fair play to the ref there, who played the advantage after the foul to Mr. Lee. But again Queens hit us straight after we scored, this time on the break with a lovely ball to the striker, who burst through on goal, and was clearly onside. He found himself one-on-one with Bun, and hit the dirt as he tried to take it round the keeper. The ref pointed to the spot almost immediately, much to Carrowdore's disbelief. From this angle it looks like Bun got the ball, but this has been our luck at the moment. 3-2 to Queens. Again Carrowdore find themselves chasing the game, and again they come close. Shanks driving forward and feeding it to Mr. Lee, whose shot banged off the post. The Queens keeper then pulled off another great save, this time from a header. From savior to provider, the keeper got an assist thanks to this amazing effort from the Queens striker. Some goal. Davey must have pooped his pants in case Dennis Nash took his award for best goal of the season of him, because that was some strike. 4-2 to Queens. The defenses mustn't have came out for this half, as Carrowdore hit back straight from kickoff. Coffee with a great ball around the corner to Dictionary Dave, whose first touch was brutal, but he still managed to put it away with his right foot. 4-3 now. Sadly for Carrowdore there were no more goals in this strange game, as the ref blew up. So a defeat on our last game of the season. Not that it mattered much as our position was secure, but Queens still remain unbeaten against us, which is woeful. Here is a look at how the table finished off. Congratulations to North Down for winning the league. It was tight, but we gave them a good challenge. Our second spot secures promotion to the Premier Division next year, which I'm sure the boys are buzzing for. Dictionary Dave is our top goal scorer again with 21 goals. Rainbow Boots comes second, but really well done to Jake and Iron Coffee, who also make the top 5, even though they missed much of the season. Now it's time for the boys to relax and have some beers, kick some balls at dog littering bins, and practice dance moves for the upcoming awards night. If any of you watching would like to go to the awards night to meet your heroes like Shanks, Rainbow Boots, and Simpy, you are more than welcome. Just contact any committee member or the club Facebook page if interested. This is Cyborg Stan. Until next season, check you later.